Indoor gardeners are constantly searching for natural boosts that actually work. For years, rice water dominated the conversation because it's easy, harmless, and gives plants a mild carbohydrate lift. But let's be honest, rice water is a snack, not a meal. It won't fix nutrient-tired soil, revive slow growers, or transform fabric pot systems where nutrients flush out faster than plants can capture them. If you've ever watered your indoor garden and watched food wash straight through the pot, you know exactly what I mean. That frustration is what sent me looking for something stronger, cleaner, and truly effective. The breakthrough came when I learned how indoor worm farmers feed their bins with a fermented superfood blend that plants absolutely go crazy for. Before getting into the superfood itself, it helps to understand the core problem. Fabric pots are incredible for root health. They prevent circling, they air prune naturally, and they keep soil alive with oxygen, but that airflow comes with a cost. Every time you water, nutrients travel with the moisture and move toward the edges. Some evaporate, some leach out completely. It's why, honestly, fabric pot soil gets depleted so much faster than plastic pot soil. Indoors, where you often water lightly and frequently, this depletion becomes noticeable fast. Plants stall, leaves fade, growth slows even if the soil looks fine on the surface. Most growers respond by adding more fertilizer, which leads to salt buildup and stressed soil biology. But, the real solution isn't more fertilizer, it's more biology, and that's where worm-based fermented feed really shines. This superfood is a fermented blend made from worm castings, simple carbohydrates, and a fungal starter. It's not a tea, it's not a leachate, and it's not the smelly worm soup many growers stay far away from. So, this blend is actually designed specifically to feed microbes first, which then break down nutrients into, well, ultra-available forms for your plants. When the biology is strong, nutrients stop disappearing and start sticking to the soil in plant-friendly ways. The result is, honestly, explosive growth you can see within just a few days. Leaves get thicker, stems firm up, and roots branch instead of just stretching out. It's, the closest thing to a natural growth accelerator I've ever used indoors. The magic really comes from fermentation. Fermenting worm castings unlocks enzymes and organic acids that just aren't fully active in their raw form. These compounds, really wake up compacted indoor soil, soften those fabric pot mixes, and bring back that sponge-like structure roots just love and honestly need. This is where, honestly, the science gets pretty interesting. Worm castings are already full of microbial life, but fermentation pushes that life into overdrive. The carbohydrate source, like maybe a bit of brown sugar or even oat water, triggers microbe reproduction. The fungi starter, well, that gives the blend its ability to break down dense or tired soil. Over a few days the mixture becomes lively, but hey, not smelly at all. What you're left with is a concentrated microbial tonic that really brings indoor soil back to life. Unlike compost teas, this process doesn't require pumps, buckets, or aeration. Unlike worm leachate, it's not anaerobic or risky. It's controlled, safe, and honestly, ideal for apartment growers who want all the benefits of worm biology without the mess. The application is surprisingly simple. All you do is combine a small amount of fermented worm superfood with water and use it to irrigate your plants lightly. You're not trying to drench the soil, you're trying to inoculate it. If your plants are in fabric pots, the results are even better because the hydrated sidewalls become microbial highways. Instead of losing nutrients, your pot turns into a living root chamber that, feeds the plant evenly from all sides. Indoor herbs respond fast to this method. Basil becomes stronger and, honestly, more aromatic. Mint thickens, rosemary holds its color and stops going leggy. Tropical houseplants, monstera, pothos, philodendron, develop fuller, sturdier leaves with richer tones. The real stars, though, are food crops grown indoors. Peppers, tomatoes, dwarf fruiting plants, microgreens, and greens grown under lights. Even succulents benefit because the microbes help regulate water uptake, preventing the classic overwatered mush problem. Indoor growers hate anything that increases gnat pressure. That's why most avoid raw compost, worm bins, or outdoor soil amendments. Fermented worm superfood doesn't attract gnats for two reasons. First, it's strained and clean, so there's no loose organic debris for larvae to feed on. Second, the acidity created during fermentation suppresses gnat-friendly environments. As for smell, the fermentation is mild and earthy. When diluted, it leaves no odor at all. This makes it perfect for bedrooms, living rooms, balconies, and tight apartment corners. After a month of continuous use, soil begins behaving differently. Water absorbs evenly instead of running off. Roots colonize the pot edges rather than avoiding them. Nutrients remain stable for longer. Plants become more resilient to underwatering, temperature swings, and inconsistent lighting. You're not just feeding plants, you're rebuilding an indoor soil ecosystem that works even under artificial conditions. This is the true power of the worm superfood. It doesn't force growth, it supports it naturally, the way forest soils or long-established garden beds do. And for indoor growers working with limited space and limited resources, that kind of biology is priceless.